ארלין פרצ'יו, פעילה ותיקה במפלגה הדמוקרטית בג'קסונוויל שבפלורידה, מתייצבת לפחות פעמיים בשבוע להתנדב במטה המפלגה בעיר. את בנה דין היא חינכה להיות דמוקרט טוב, אבל דין שמתגורר כעת באורלנדו, מעדיף להיות חבר בקואליציה הרפובליקאית היהודית, שבימים אלה מציגה את ברק אובמה כשורש כל הצרות של אמריקה.
Dean is, every mother should have a Dean. He's wonderful. He's a wonderful son. He's a wonderful boy. I love him dearly. Why he went to the Republicans is beyond me.
I don't know that it's easy to describe me as a typical anything. I mean, I go to synagogue once a week. Mm-hmm. I keep a lot of the laws. I also think that it's practical to be able to defend yourself. And I think it's foolish to promote social agendas that make no sense and do nobody any good. Usually carry a weapon. We go into things about the Second Amendment and the practicality of carrying weapons. The truth of the matter is I carry a weapon for a very simple reason. I can't bear the thought of anybody I care about having something happen to them if I could stop it. Several that are pink. The little girls. Do you know where the 270 rounds are?
It would be right over here.
Are there someplace on here?
Customer service, I'll get that calling submitted. I'm already on the line with everything else.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
should be...
Oh, I have my back there.
How many weapons do you have?
Oh, several.
Several? Like you stopped counting?
Well, I'm counting. I have maybe 20 firearms.
Can you tell me about this firearms training at the synagogue and for whom? I mean, is it actually popular?
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite popular, actually.
I understand that your mom would not approve of this hobby.
No, she thinks I've gone wrong somewhere, or she's gone wrong, perhaps. Yeah, she wants absolutely nothing to do with them. Yeah, actually, I'm the only one in my family that has anything to do with them.
And do you have kids?
Yeah, I have a 22-year-old. She grew up understanding what was, understanding that there were weapons around. Largely, they're locked up, but nobody's perfect, so I needed to educate her from a very young age as to what to do if she found a weapon so there were no accidents. If you see one, you don't touch it, and you leave the room, and you go and you find an adult. Again and again, because the penalty of getting this wrong is so big.
He was definitely a Democrat for years. I saw which way he was going and everything, and it really was a big shock.
Personally, I don't know why any Jews would vote for the current Democratic administration, but that's another story. There's still going to be a sizable number that'll probably vote for Obama just because he's Democratic.
I mean, any Jewish people like that, that feel that way, that they're suspicious of him.
Republicans claim that he is not a friend of Israel and so on.
Oh, yes, he is. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's why if he gets Hillary as his vice president, that'll squash all that.
Why?
Because Hillary is a big friend of Israel. She loves Israel. So does Bill.
He used to do several things that would have helped Israel, and he didn't do it.
Like what?
A good example is, we decided that it was important to engage militarily in where Libya was concerned, but we haven't done it for Syria. When it's really, from a humanitarian point of view, it's a much worse position.
But I thought that Americans do not want to be involved in, in any more wars, and even Republican candidates are speaking about getting out of Afghanistan as soon as possible.
Or we should have been in Afghanistan or Iraq, for that matter. I would have personally rathered that we went after Iran, but maybe that's just me.
I'll be at headquarters here on Beach Boulevard.
כששאלתי אותה אם היא עומדת להתקשר לברך את בנה על עבודה יפה אם רפובליקאי יזכה בבחירות, היא צחקה.
The Republican is not going to win. Look who they have running. I mean, it's a joke. I don't think that, no, Obama's going to get it.
There's an awful lot that I like about Ron Paul, but I don't like his positions on foreign policy, particularly in the Middle East. That's a practical reason for people who are not Jewish to understand that we need to be supporting Israel because they operate as a buffer between us and the Muslim world. Radical Muslim, fascist Muslims' hatred of Israel is an excuse. They really hate the U.S.
It will not beat Obama because wait till you see what's going to come out when he starts campaigning and everything. He's letting them have their thing, with the primaries. Once they select somebody, then the race is on. Okay, then you'll see. Then you'll see. And when they think nothing is happening, then they're against him. Then all of a sudden they see something that he's doing, or something that's going on, then they're happy.
There was a lot of stuff said about where he grew up, where he was born. I don't care about that. There's stuff about, who his mentors were, whether or not he's communist or whether or not he's secretly a Muslim. I don't care about any of that. All I care about are the policies that he's promoting and what the effects of those policies have been. And as far as I'm concerned, the effects of those policies have been destructive. They've been destructive on American business, they've been destructive on American fabric, and they've been destructive on the security of Israel.
Obama? Mm-hmm. I feel he's a gentleman. I feel that he is very bright, and he is turning this country around. You're not going to see it all at once. It can't be done all at once. It's impossible. But eventually, you'll see it by the time election time comes around. Then you're going to see big changes.